Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Before I start, I want to introducing myself. My name is Muhammad Fadli, and I will be the moderator for today presentation. So we are from one of the PBL on Mechatronics Engineer with the title Water Level Monitoring using PLC and ESP32. So without further ado, let's begin with a brief presentation of our project. Okay, this is our group member for this project. First is Mr. Daniel Sutopo as a project manager. Next is Mod Fadli, it's me as a project leader and also PLC programming. Next is Chandra Yahya as a secretary and also mechanical division. Matahari Prawesa Yulubis as a programming division. Muhammad Faisal Zaki Santoso as a electrical, and the last M. Zakir Rabani as a programming division. Okay, what is it? Water level monitoring system function to detect, monitor, and control tank water level automatically using sensor, pump, and a control unit.
Objective, first, the machine only operate when the operate is detected by the camera. Second, provide remote control via smartphone on or off. Third, automatically monitor the water level. Fourth, indicate the ongoing process through available indicator like next. Okay, electrical design. First, from the power source, it goes to the 2-pole MCB to active the PLC. At 24 voltage, it active for input start, stop, reset emergency button. For output like green, yellow, red, blue, buzzer to 220 volt relay and solenoid valve 1. The 5 volt voltage is obtained from power source, a power supply and ESP32 to active 5 volt relay, photoelectric sensor, ultrasonic sensor, MCP module, and 12 step up. At 12 volt voltage from step up, active solenoid valve 2 for 220 volt voltage into MCB single pole to active the single phase motor. Next. For the next slide, here is the actual picture for the electric. Next.
Okay, I will now explain the mechanical design of our system. Next. So the machine has a simple and compact design where it is 130 centimeters height, 30 centimeters wide, and 46 centimeters long. And this size makes the machine is easier to place in such a small places like in a lab. Next. So the machine is built from several main components. First, there are two water tanks placed at the upper and the middle part of the machine, and these tanks are used to store the water and absorb the water level. There's also two solenoid valves that is installed on the pipes to control the water flow between tanks. And at the bottom part, there is a water pump. FODB125 is the type, and the water pump moves the water through the system and is placed at the bottom to help stable water flow. The system also has two electrical panel box at the top and at the below, and this box used to protect the electrical components and keep the electrical components safe from the water. The system also next. The system also includes two photoelectric sensors, which are used to detect water level positions, and one ultrasonic sensor. HSR04 is the type, which is used to measure the water distance or the water level inside the tank. Next.
And this is our progress picture. So the first here is our mechanical progress picture. In the first photo, we're doing the uh, mechanical design, and we design it the design using uh, AutoCAD, and then we doing the laser cutting for the panel, and after that we doing the drilling for the panel, and then we're doing the installing for the pipe and installing the solenoid valve. Next. And this is our electrical progress picture. So in the first photo, we're doing the electrical design. We're designing the electrical using Easy EDA. And then we're checking our component, and then we're repairing our component. And then next in the third picture, we're doing the installation for the wiring. And then in the first picture, we're doing the soldering for our component. And then in the last photo, that is our result for the electrical. Next. And then this is our program web GUI. So in the first photo, there is our login page. So in the first photo, we need to log in first. We need the username and password, and then we log in for before we going into the second picture. And after we got login, and we got into the second page. That is in the second picture. So in the second page, there are uh, face recognition for operator. So the first we need to detect as the operator for, and then we can control the machine via web. We can start or stop the machine. And for the tank visualization, there is our visualization for the water, and there is the result will be the same as the in the real and in the web. That will be the same. Next. And this is our topology design. So the first from the webcam is detect our face, and then it will continue to enter the laptop and the phone as face detection data. After that, the data will send into ESP32, and the data from the ESP32, and then data from ultrasonic sensor and photoelectric sensor will entering the ESP32. Then the ESP32 data go to the relay module to transfer data into the PLC. And the data from the ultrasonic sensor will be converted uh, into the MCP 4.725 module, and then enter the PLC ADC pin to read the analog value. And then the PLC can control the solenoid valve and the motor. Next.
Okay, this is our flowchart for this project. First is start, next is initialization, and red indicator like will be on, which means that the power has been supplied to the PLC and also indicating the machine is off. Next is camera detect and recognize operator face. So in this process, if no operator detected by the camera, it will return to previous process. And if operator detected by the camera, we can move to the next process. Next process is the click start button from smartphone. And after that, we can press start button on the machine. After we press start button on the machine, the water pump and valve 1 will be active and then fill up to box 2. After that, the green indicator light and yellow indicator light will be active, which means that with this component active, the filling process will begin. After that, transferring the water into the second box. So the filling process is done by moving the water in the first box to the second box. Next is reaching sensor level 1. During water filling, the water volume will increase, and when the sensor level 1 detect the water, the next process will begin. The next process is the yellow indicator light will be flip-flop. Uh, which means that we must be careful because we have entered the medium level. After that, the continue filling until sensor level 2 detect or until the water level value during filling is reached. Okay, so the purpose of this process is that the water filling will stop if the sensor level 2 detect the water or if the water level during filling has reached the value we set at the beginning. After that, the water pump yellow indicator light and solid valve 1 will be off. And after that, we can wait for 10 seconds to see and make sure whether the water level has reached the value we want earlier or not. After 10 seconds, the blue indicator light and solenoid valve 2 will be active. And after that, the transferring back the water into the first box. And next, continue the draining process until the water level value during draining is reached. Uh, Okay, after that the blue indicator light and solenoid valve 2 will be off, and we can wait for 10 seconds to see and make sure whether the water level has reached the value we set at the beginning. We want earlier or not. After that, we can press stop button on the machine. If we press stop button on the machine, the process will be stopped. And if we don't press stop button on the machine, the process will continue and repeat back to the filling process like this. And this is the condition that occurs if there is a problem. For example, the sensor that damaged and cannot read the value. If sensor cannot the value, we need to press the emergency button on the machine. If not, we don't need to press stop but press emergency button on the machine. After that, the green indicator light will be turned off, and red indicator light and the buzzer will be active. After that, uh, we we release emergency button and the buzzer will be off. We can we use we can press the reset button on the machine so the draining process will begin again. Uh, th- the blue indicator light and solenoid valve 2 will be active, and the water in left second box will be drained to the set value. After that, after reach the value we set, solenoid valve 2 will be off and the process will be end. After that, if we turn on the machine again, we can back to the first process. Okay, next is timeline.
Okay, so our project was carried out through several structured stages, starting from planning until final testing and documentation. So the first stage is focusing on initial discussion and system planning, where in this case the team discussing the system concept, working mechanism, and overall project direction. This stage is fully completed. The second stage is the mechanical design and development. This include the studying components and materials, designing the device using SolidWorks, replacing and installing the mechanical components, and performing the physical testing to ensure the mechanical system working properly. And this stage is also 100% completed. Next is the electrical system development. So the activities in this phase including the literature study, determining the electrical topology, designing electrical schematic, installing the electrical components, and testing the electrical system. This stage is fully completed. The next stage is the programming. And this phase involves the PLC programming, ESP32 programming, logic and algorithm, and the system testing to ensure the proper operation. And after that, the project also moved in web programming, where the team is designing the web structure and the user interface, the UI, developing the monitoring and control menus, and testing the web-based design. These stages are also completed. The final stage is overall testing and documentation. And in this phase, the entire system was tested together, and the overall testing has been completed, and the system operates as expected. Currently, the only remaining work is the documentation stage, which include final report preparation and logbook completion. These tasks are still in progress. Next,
Okay, the next process is a video demonstration.
okay, so this is our demonstration video. Okay, so this is our final box. There are a few buttons and indicator lights. So the first one is the start button. There's also a reset button, the start button, emergency button, and at the middle there's a buzzer. And then there's the indicators. For indicator light, the first one is the red light, which is turning on now, which is indicating that the machine is off. And then there's a blue light indicator, indicating the draining session. And then there's a yellow light indicator, indicating the filling session, and the green light for the indicating that the machine is on. Okay, so there are few sensors here, as you can see at the screen. The first one at the top is the ultrasonic sensor, HSR04 is the type, and then there are two photoelectric sensors. Okay, in order to turn the machine on, you have to be detected first at the camera, and you can see here the Wi-Fi on the laptop is Redmi Note 8 Pro, and at the phone is Polytechnic DU Lantai 4, which is a different network. Okay, we begin on by pressing the start button. Okay, the two indicator light is on, the filling one and the machine on. Okay, the system starts filling.
Okay, next
Time is
for the
yours.
project result, we have completed 1%. First is mechanical design, second is electrical design, third is PLC programming, and fourth is operator detecting and recognizing, fifth, web GUI programming and integration with PLC and ESP, and the last is electrical assembly with standard installation. Okay, next. So there's a few obstacles we face during this project. First is leakage on the water tank and pipe joint. Second is HCS ultrasonic sensor can be directly connected to the PLC adhesive pin. And the third is the lack of precision or accuracy in facial recognition system. And the last is water splash resulting inaccurate ultrasonic sensor measurement. Okay, next. Okay, so there's a few knowledge we gain from this project. First is operator detection, which included the detection and recognition system using Python programming. Second is electrical and PLC installation, which include the installation according according standard. And the third is control logic and automatic sequencing, included PLC programming and how it works. And the fourth is machine control via smartphone, which included the web programming. And the fifth is system accuracy and fault analyzing. And the last is report preparation and presentation. Okay.
Okay, this is the explanation that we have conveyed. Thank you for your time and thank you for your attention. Thanks for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.